Samdra TV, Veronica the boss for Samdra TV. She here to give you the best. Come and listen everybody to Samdra TV. We here to give you the best. Come and listen, enjoy the show. Come and listen to Samdra TV. We the best in time. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Veronica the boss for Samdra TV. She here to give you the best. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Samdra TV.
I love
Samdra TV is here. We here to inform you, listen and be inspired. Samdra TV is here. We the best now in time. Listen and be inspired. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Veronica the boss for Samdra TV. She here to give you the best. Come and listen everybody to Samdra TV. We here to give you the best. Come and listen, enjoy the show. Come and listen to Samdra TV. We the best in time. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Veronica the boss for Samdra TV. She here to give you the best. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Samdra TV.
I love
Samdra TV is here. We here to inform you, listen and be inspired. Samdra TV is here. We the best now in time. Listen and be inspired. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Veronica the boss for Samdra TV. She here to give you the best. Come and listen everybody to Samdra TV. We here to give you the best. Come and listen, enjoy the show. Come and listen to Samdra TV. We the best in time. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Samdra TV. Veronica the boss for Samdra TV. She here to give you the best.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you all to Samdra TV post-analysis section of the President's State of a Nation address. And I'm joined today, right now, in studio with our co-host, the powerful, hardworking host of Inside Liberia, who is a political expert when it comes to situation like this. How you feeling this evening, man?
Oh, well, I thank God. I'm great. I'm good. We thank God for a wonderful 26th day of January 2026. It was a wonderful and hard-working day today in
Mhm.
Liberia, where our president was getting set for the State of the Nation's address, which began at 4 p.m. However, we had a wonderful time, and tonight we would analyze that powerful speech by the president right there. So I'm glad to be online. Vivian Cook is my name. You all are welcome.
Thank you. It's good to have you. So there's a lot of things to unpack today. Before we delve into the president's State of a Nation address, is this his third State of a Nation address, right, or his second? I think it's the third.
This should be the third. The
Okay, the
third.
third. Yeah,
The
his
third
chair
because
State of a
yeah,
Nation.
the
State of a
first
Nation.
the
Yeah.
first the first was the inauguration speech, and then the second was in 2025, and then 2026 is the third. So we gradually going over. Yeah.
Sweet. We also want to take this time to welcome our CEO. How you feeling this? How you feeling this beautiful cold evening here in Atlanta, ma'am? How are you?
Doing good. I am doing great. Happy to see everybody. I'm driving from work, but I will stay be in the studio.
There's a lot to unpack
Oh,
today. The president of Liberia, in President Joseph Yuma Boagat, gave Liberia exercised his constitutional duty today to, and then he gave his annual message to Liberians of what he had done over the course of 2025. And there are a lot of controversies from Liberians, whether you are from the United Party area or you are from the CDC area. But before we get started, I want to first ask this question. We know that constitutionally the president go and meets the legislative, as in the representative, and then the report to the speaker on what has been happening. But then we've seen some lawmakers. I'm not gonna call name, but some lawmakers wanted invitation to attend the SONA. How does that work in Liberia? Monaco host. How does that work in Liberia? Like, do you need an invitation from the speaker, or that's
you
not
know
enough
the
as a lawmaker?
the first thing that sounded like we joking or something in Liberia. Can you imagine you have a job to do and you ask for an invitation to go and do your job? You know that the president makes his report to the legislature. You know that very well. And
Mhm.
you proud to say you didn't receive an invitation. Who do you expect to go and receive the president's report?
But I
Which
mean,
lawmaker will even think that way? It just brought us to the broader picture that some of these people we elected with confidence, they are not serious to do a labourable job. And they think that everything you can mix with politics, they just think that everything you can add politics to it. This is so unfair to the people, even people who even elected you. This is so unfair.
yeah,
Seriously,
and for me, I was shocked because I don't think you need an invitation to, attend the
to
SONA.
work.
That's
That's your
part of it,
job.
to listen to what the president say, and then you can go ahead and critique it as a lawmaker and see how well we can be able to move forward. But requesting invitation as a sitting lawmaker, is for me, it sounds funny. It sounds funny, but then here at
That's for
Sandra, we are we are not governmental, so we love to keep it that way. But let's dive into the conversation. We do have the entire State Nation address here. We're not going to be reading all of them as we don't have the time to do it. But
mm,
once at a certain point in time, we are going to
so,
put it up. And we're gonna have a conversation. But the first thing I want to hear from you,
mm,
Madam CEO, my co-host, is, what, on the overall, since you were on ground, right? Overall assessment of the SONA. overall, what stood to you most in President Waga's nation address and why?
Two things that I pick up. The fact that Liberia is growing gradually into agriculture. When the president spoke about agriculture and many persons who have benefited from the agriculture grant and how they are intending uh, to do more in this coming year. And seeing the level of agriculture companies we have in Liberia now, a lot of farmers doing extremely well. It brings us to the fact that Liberia is growing their own food. There's a very large company of that produces eggs right there in Carisburg, and there was a time when the president visited that place, and I could see that factory. The people there are set to produce eggs. Really, they are set to produce eggs. So when he talked about agriculture today, my heart ran to that company in in uh, in Carisburg. And a lot of farmers who are doing so well when it comes to producing rice, sugarcane, producing a lot of things that Liberia really needs. With a level of road network now, we notice that farm to market road has improved. And so when he talked about agriculture, I was impressed with the number of people who are beneficiaries or who are benefiting from such projects by the president. And another thing is the road connectivity. From the time that the president Boyka took over, the level of work done when it comes to feeder roads and main roads, farm to market roads, and other places I talked about, I think that there is an improvement, and those things really caught my heart. The fact that the president could even think about relocating the Palm Grove Cemetery, where it's on Center Street that we all know has been damaged, completely damaged. And he said one of the things that touched me, he said, because one of our presidents was buried there, we need to relocate that place to a better place, and that will be so unique for the people of Liberia. Someone will ask me, does that put food on our table? Does any president put food on your table? What they will do for you is set the pace, and through that means you can find food to put on your table. But he had a wonderful speech today. That speech was wonderful. It was great. I listened from the beginning to the end. And there are several other things that the president said. Some of them are debatable. And if you go on the social media right now, you will see that a lot of people are debating like the 70,000 job. I think that's the most trending part
Eventually
of the
will
speech. Yeah.
eventually reach to that question because I don't. And
Yeah.
before we reach to that question, I don't think Liberians reading that part of the SONA. They're just focusing on the 70,000 jobs
Yeah.
creation. They're not reading the entire paragraph.
Yeah.
Lack of lack
Yeah.
comprehension, but we'll get there eventually. So over to you. I think I think we lost you for a second, CEO. But the first question to you is, we had one of our lawmakers in Liberia. We're not going to mention his name. That insisted he needed an invitation by the speaker to attend the SONA. That was the starting. That was the starting conversation. He said he needed an invitation to attend the SONA. So, what do you make of that entire thing? Do we now, as lawmakers, do we invite you to attend the SONA, or that's part of your constitutional responsibility as a lawmaker? Let's start from there. Can you hear me?
I think she mute.
No, I was asking you. I was asking you, not her.
Oh, you were asking me?
Yes, I was asking you. Do you need
Oh,
me
well,
to? Mhm.
it just President Baka administration I start following so now. But from my own understanding, I don't think there should be invitation extended to any government official to attend the SONA. Because if you write the legislature to attend a SONA, are you going to write the judiciary? Are you going to write, other permanent government officials? So the State of the Nation address from the president should be supported by every government official, even including the first branch of government. So, I mean, the aspect of a lawmaker waiting for invitation before attending the SONA, I consider it very much irresponsible and childish and, I mean, political.
Good, awesome. Yeah, we all have different view of that because we have not seen per the constitution that requires you to have, or that requires the speaker sending you an invitation to attend the son. That should be your constitutional duty as a lawmaker representing. However, I don't know if you had opportunity to listen or read the SONA from the president. Want to know what is your overall assessment of the president's SONA? The quotas have already answered it. What stood out to you most, if there is something, and why?
A lot of things stood out to me from the speech that the president gave, its annual address. Job provision was very impressive, providing the number of jobs that the president have uh, provided it just for 2 years or a little over 2 years that he been in the seat is very much impressive. And so looking out for the future of the youth, it was also, I mean, it's also something important because past years our youth were being destroyed. Our youth were being referred to as Zogo. Nobody cared for them. People took advantage of them. People abused them. But with this president, a whole interest is the future of the youth. Because his interest is the future of the youth, he said no youth will be left behind. Whether you are Zogo or you are ever, we will make sure that it be useful in the society. So those two things really stood up for me for the presidential speech. I mean, I may be not saying the exact word that he said, but when you paraphrase it, I'm just paraphrasing that no child will be left behind. Even if you are 40, you have made a mistake, you are still a child of Liberia, and you have the opportunity to enjoy your country. As such, the government will guide you in the process, and definitely that's what he been doing. And the aspect of road connectivity, the president said the road from Secretariat to Ganta to Secretariat have reached certain level, and the road from Secretariat to Tapeta have reached certain level. Even though I have not traveled there in some time now, but I mean the road connectivity. Everybody talk about it in Liberia that the current president, the current leadership is doing extremely well when it comes to road connectivity. So those are things that stood up for me in the SONA.
Awesome, sweet. All right, we are getting there. Our followers, people are coming online, listen to us, so I know we are getting there. There's a lot to unpack today. I know we are expecting a guest. I don't know, but I'm co-host. Are you tracking that? Is the person coming to see you anytime soon, or okay,
Tracking anytime soon, he will be joining us to
okay,
talk about
sweet.
the issues. He will be joining us very soon.
All right, cool. So let's move on, right? So let's talk about the president's promises versus reality, given that this is his third State of a Nation address, right? If we go back to the first State of a Nation address during his inauguration and now, right? We have seen 2 years into his tenure. So we want to look at the promises and then his reality. How realistic how realistic has his commitment been out of his donors compared to past governments? Are there any changes that we have seen in 2 years that we didn't see 2 years ago, or 6 years ago during then the citizen-led government?
Who is
I
the
would,
question referring to?
I would
Well,
take
I
this.
think that
Go ahead, go ahead.
can you read that question again? Can you read the
All right.
question again?
Yes. So we are looking at promises versus reality, right? And looking at the president's sort of a nation address today, comparing Liberia present situation as he made promise during his inaugural speech and now 2 years into his government, what has have there been realistic things and promises that he have made to the Liberian people that he have fulfilled, as compared to 6 years ago, on then President George Manuel Weah, or there has not been any promises at all. He has not fulfilled it at all. That's what we are looking at now.
No, the president is very responsible when it comes to promises and implementation. He's very responsible and very fair on that, from what I noticed and what I have been reading. One of the things that he talked about back then was the creation of job opportunity, and we can see that recently uh, the, the hiring of officers of the law that include the AFL, the LDEA, the police, the immigration. The currently they are hiring another batch of those people. And they know they always fall between the ages of 18 to 25 in the young age. So those are places where young people who really want to work. And bringing in companies like renegotiating with Putu IO that was here before during my early time or the president's leave turn in operating from Nigeria. If the president said today that they are trying to renegotiate, that they will be back. If Putu IO comes back to Liberia, there will be a lot of job opportunity again for people in that part of Liberia, not only there, but even in Monrovia. A lot of people used to work with Putu IO. Also, those were the promises that some of the promises he made, they are feasible. Those are things that people can see. They talk about the civil servant salary. Do you know that a civil servant now are supposed to be taking pay 2 times a month? That's a plus. If you want to pay the civil service after every 15 days of work, and if that passes, that's a plus. Because some people they can stand waiting for a month for salary. So if you make something like 500, for example, 500 US dollars, which we get in now our currency, we are using both US dollar and Liberian dollars.
Yeah.
And then the middle of the month, you receive the first 250, and at the end of the month, your salary, the rest of the salary comes to your account and it is on time. You you feel that you are doing better instead of
Mhm.
just sitting waiting for the entire month and crediting here, there, and you're not. And by the time you receive your salary, you got to start paying debt. So some of the promises that the president made, and I think government is not 1 month or 2 months. It's not 1 year thing. It's gradually. Without saying that his administration is perfect, I haven't viewed his administration or create. I haven't created it as a perfect one. But some of the promises that he talked about years
Mhm.
back, he's trying his best to make sure that those will come to reality, and finishing the connection of roads around the country is a good is a plus also. You people have not been following, but recently the road from Douala to the Simple Bridge going as far as Poor River, reaching to the border, and also branching out to Cape Mount. If you go to Cape Mount Road now, you will be impressed with the rubber spot because work has already begun. So those who are doing concession mining on that side will have good roads, and probably through that, our government can increase the incentives that they're supposed to pay back the revenue and stuff like that to help develop the country. Besides that, there will be more job opportunity for young people. And I want the main key that we really need in Liberia, job creation and job opportunity. Seriously. So some of the promises like the NEC, we can complain in Monrovia, even pulling the people who are out of Monrovia. Because the people who are out of Monrovia, some of them, in some of the counties, they got straight 24-hour current. They got street lights and all of
Mhm.
that. Why? Because Monrovia is a bigger city and more people live there. So sometimes the current will just go and probably like that. But other counties, Grand Chile, Maryland, those counties, the people are enjoying stable NEC. And those are things the president mentioned. Those are things, basic things that Liberia needs. What we need to attract investors, like the president said in his State of the Nation address, that Liberia is trying to attract investors We did light, road, and water. And through that means people will come in and start to, to do business. Everybody wants to do business with a country who have, those kind of facilities that will ease their own job as they coming in. So I think it's getting better. It's not 100%, but Liberia is getting better. I want to say thanks to the president for a wonderful speech today. Liberia is getting better. Gradually, we will get there. Seriously.
Yes, I'm
Are
with
you
you.
there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Just want to answer some technical situation from the back. So we are going to take a 1 minute musical break and then we'll get back to discuss the real issue. So stay with us, guys. We'll be right back in about 1 minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Central TV.
I love
Central TV is here. We here to inform you, listen and be inspired. Central TV is here. We the best now in time. Oh, listen and be inspired. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Central.
All right, we're back. We are back. Now let's get into the nitty gritty of the entire Sona. I think it's the time where people now want to listen to what we have to say in our post analysis conversation. Right now, let's look at the president's direction when it comes to economics. Right, the president said today in his Sona that the country has increased by 1.5%, and our citizen brothers and sisters are debunking the fact. They say that's a blatant lie. That the country economy has now raising up to 5.1%. Right now, I'm not on ground. If you are on ground, what do you get to speak of that?
But like I trust Liberian politician when it comes to
All right, we are running some technical difficulty. So my CEO was just question now is being thrown to you, right? Uh, So the country economy today in President Boakai's State of the Nation address, he mentioned that the country now have a 5.1
there's no
percent.
grounds that is sedition.
She's back. Okay, can you hear me? So okay, now over to you, CEO. We ran some technical difficulty, right? So the president today in his SONA, he mentioned that Liberia have uh 1.5% increase, right, in the economic status. So what do you have to say? And our Liberian brother and sisters, I mean our Ceditian brother and sisters are saying that is not true, right? Liberia economic growth is not 5.1 because it was 4 point something during the CDC regime, but there's no way in all that it can go to 5.1. So what do you make of that statement? Because the president told us today that it's 5.1 as of 2025. But then our citizen brother are saying no, it's not 5.1. That's a lie. But then they didn't tell us where he's lying from. They just say it is not 5.1. So what do you have to say on that like economic issue right now as it is?
It's a lie. Or how do we know it's true? Except we go through fact checking. So I know a lot of politicians were there today, a lot of political parties were there, and everyone will have their own analysis about this, Sona. and people will want to analyze it the way they think. They want people to believe it. We are not here to promote the president through his annual message, but we are here
Mhm.
to when you speak about when the president speaks, if someone wants to debunk or to refute, that person should come with an evidence, something that will be strong enough to 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 make people understand your plight. But if you don't have any evidence to prove anything, something that you don't have any evidence to prove anything, how can you just say that the president lied and stuff like that? I don't
I'm not
believe
here.
the president lied. The president they had an opportunity to review his State of the Nation address. He put this together with his team. He knows just what he said to us today. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me?
Go ahead.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, are you hearing me?
Yeah, we're getting you.
All right, yeah. So if you come in to say somebody, if someone has spoken and you want to go contrary to the speech, you must come with an evidence to prove. But we cannot come here to say whether citizens are right or not. We listen to the president's advice. It is up to us to first applaud him for the effort so far and to see how best we can continue to follow and review some of these things. And some of these things to review, then we have to go through fact checking and all of that. Then we can come back to tell you whether the president lied or not. But we show that political parties, from the political standpoint, people will say things, to suit their own their crowd or their group of people or their partisans, so that people will not believe everything people say. It is that we don't believe everything people say, but we hold somebody by his word. It's good to hold people by their word. So we hold the president responsible for everything he said today. For me, I hold him responsible for everything he said today. And if that is true, as we follow up, we're going to do fast checking. If that is true, we will continue to hear him for it. If not, if that's something we need to go into depth, we can go into depth to come back and say, oh, the president didn't do this, the president, but we can't tell the president he lied in his state of initial interest that we have not even gotten any fact or done any fast checking about.
Awesome, sweet, sweet. I'm so glad you mentioned this. But let me take the CEO real quick. But before she comes in, I don't know if you're watching us live. I don't know if you are seeing the attire from our co-host right now. It just captured my attention. The co-host
I am
is
jealous.
she is rocking the Sandra TV chat.
I am jealous.
Let us let us know that Digital Liberia now is going to be capturing events from everywhere. Digital Liberia now is kind of challenging us at Prime Time Friday, but it's okay. It's okay. We just want to say a big
Of
shout out,
course.
and then the jacket look awesome. The jacket look awesome. So for
It
all of our
does.
president out there, I will take you real quick. When it comes to the issue, right? Do you need me to repeat the
Sure.
question, or do you already have the question?
Oh no, I didn't get a question.
Okay, so in President Boakai's State of a Nation address, he
Mm-hmm.
mentioned that Liberia's economic growth has now gone up or have now risen by one by is at it rose to a 5.1%, right? Our economy right now. But then our Citizen brothers and sisters and everybody else who are not
Mm-hmm.
in favor of it are saying the president that Liberia's economic growth is now 5.1%. But then the president said, I was like, look, from 2025, we now move up by 5.1%. So what do you
Mm-hmm.
have to say about that comment from both from the president's side today in his SONA and as well as our Citizen brothers and sisters who are saying that it is not true?
Well, I'm not an economist. Again, I'm not in the government. I'm not in Liberia to know if whatever the president said is true or not. But I know the president is a professional politician and he's a senior citizen. I don't think at his age he would want to lie to his citizen and knowing very well that whatever making happy is for Liberia to rise again. So for our other brothers and sisters on the other side, the sedition, I mean, sometimes people will cry wolf. You don't blame them. I mean, if somebody and myself compete over something and the person succeeded and the person is doing better, I will say anything or do anything to drag down the person. So that what our brothers and sisters in CDC doing. But again, like I said, I'm not an economist. But what I'm seeing in Liberia, what I saw in Liberia when I traveled to Liberia, I'm telling you, there are a lot of transformation. There are a lot of good things. I can relocate to Liberia and live the same way or even better than what I'm living in the United States. Because everything you want is actually in Liberia. I mean, our security system has improved greatly. So as far as the economy, the president could have said it increased 2.0 or 3.0, but he was honest with us to tell this is how far our economies are boom up. So I mean, we don't really like. I had a professor before. He said, Miss Veronica, when you and somebody fighting over something, don't even get that relevant because uh like repeating why your opposition say like promoting your opposition, right? I mean, like promoting somebody that is against you that you're competing. So when you go to do something like Joseph Boyka always say, focus on what you do. Don't let other people distract you. Like Jeremiah could say, I have passed you ever since. You cannot hold me behind because I'm going ahead. So the CDC people can say whatever they want to say. But for my analysis in Liberia, things are really, really improved economically.
All right, good, good. We see. I love the analysis from you guys. I think we are making progress, and I love the fact that I can just remind all of you who are watching us. This is not we are not here to promote any government. We're just here to speak facts. So the issues that we know nothing about, we'll refer to it, but the ones that we have control, of, we are going to say it, right? So we are not promoting the government against the government. We are giving you facts here, and Sandra TV is what we do. We give you facts. All right, so looking at the cost of living right now in Liberia, the president in his State of the Nation address today, he also mentioned that the prices of rest and flour and fuel has eased. So now people are buying fuel for a low cost, people are buying flour for a low cost, and people are buying rest for a low cost, right? But then people didn't mention anything about this one. So what are we saying? Because the president said, and I quote, prices have eased from rice, fuel, and flour. For example, a 25 kg bag of rice now costs $14.50 by the president. So that's what he said in his SONA today. What do we have to make on that? What is our opinion on that part? So I'll take the CEO, then I'll go to the co-host.
I mean, at this point, I would rather be referred to as host instead of CEO. But anyway, let's go that route. Um, for that, I can vividly say that's true. I traveled to Liberia. Whenever I went to Liberia, I purchased rice and gave it to some less fortunate people. Our senior citizens, our patient in the rehab in Ganta, in the leprosy center. And when we went this time, the co-host can attest to it. Sandra TV bought 50 bags of rice in collaboration with Franklin Duato Foundation. And we pay at the time I was there, we pay I think $15 for a bag of rice. No, $16 for a bag of rice in Ganta. Because the business people will buy Morovia and transport it. Of course, the transportation fee will be added. So the ask what I have to do with rice, I can boldly say yes, it's true. But the other people will not say anything because I mean, like the evidence is there to prove that whatever the president is talking about when it comes to purchase of rice and flowers, I mean, the evidences are there. So I mean, the rice issue, I can say yes, it is comparing to when I went back to Liberia When we bought it bag of rice, I think it was like 23, $22. But when I went this time, I bought it in Ganto, 15, $16. So that's a great improvement. And rice being our staple food in Liberia, I mean, that one of the things I can say bravo to the government.
Awesome, and then also considering the fact that as we always say in Liberia, red is Liberia stable food, right? So I'll take you, my co-host. What's your take on that?
Oh yes, indeed, rice in Liberia is one of the cheapest now on the market. Rice is $14.20, $14.30, compared to when we were buying it $21, $22.50, and all of that. And it has been like that for a very long time now. It has been like with this new price, this $14 or 2,000 in Liberty is 2,600, 2,650. Just around that depending on the current rate in Liberia, that is 185 dollars to one USD, which is not also bad. So rice price has dropped. The fuel price has been low for a long time now. Even the gasoline price has been low for a very long time. So transportation has dropped massively. And with the National Transit Authority new buses on the road, our kids who are going to school in Central Monrovia, we can say that we are not paying 200 in taxi anymore for them to get to Broad Street and then take another money to go to Single. My son, who is in the Don Bosco, pays like 300 to go and come from school. Go and come, and before you pay up to something around 500 to go and come from school. So the prices of the commercial vehicles have dropped, and we are all beneficiaries of it, especially those of us who live on the outskirts of Monrovia. Even those who live in Banga, Kanta, as far as Maryland, are benefiting from our road transport. And the prices people used to pay before to go to Maryland County, people used to pay up to 10,000 Liberian dollars, which is around $60 just to go one way, sometimes $150 to go and come. Now you get on the transit bus for 550 to go as far as Maryland, 5,500 is just around uh, uh, 25 $25. Instead of 60 to go, you're not paying $25 to go to Maryland. So when it comes to transportation, when it comes to rice, the fuel price, those things have dropped, and it has been like that for a good while now in Liberia. And that's one of the things we want to thank the government for, because those are things that we citizens deserve to have. Those are benefits that people should have in a country. Easy to do, seriously, very easy to do. And then we see them moving so fast. It's good to hail somebody for doing the right thing, even though some people have seen the right thing and decided not to do it. Other people don't want to do it just because they don't want to. But it's good to hail somebody for doing the right thing. It is something that we deserve. It is not something we are begging for. But since it is a right thing to do and they are doing it, we we can say to you that when it comes to rice, it's in Liberia. It's cheap. Seriously. Yeah, and like our host said, in Ganta, because of the distance, we the 1 or 2 cents that they added onto it, but it was far better before $20, $25 for bag of rice on that side. So buying 50 bags of rice at that time was more expensive, but this time around, $15, 15 cents from Ganta to take to the project area, it was so reasonable, so reasonable. A lot of money was saved from Central TV for that. Trust me.
Good, good. All right. So I think at this point we want to bring this a very, I think this topic next is one of the topic that are causing issue on on the entire media, right? And I want to I want us to take a look at it because in the president's State of a Nation address, he told us he mentioned that I'm looking forward to put it on the screen, but while we discuss it mostly, but the president said that in his administration. But before we go to that question, we'll take a 1 minute break, and then we'll be right back to continue with this topic. So bear with us. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be back.
TV, Veronica the boss for Santra TV. She here to give you the best. Come and listen, everybody, to Santra TV. We here to give you the best. Come and listen, enjoy the show. Come and listen to Santra TV. We the best in time. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up to Santra TV. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up.
All right, guys, welcome back. We want to welcome all of you back. All right, so now this is a very this topic is, I think this one, it is the highlight of the president's entire SONA, right? Because in the president's State of a Nation address, he mentioned a lot of things, and some Liberians took it, and some Liberians didn't really listen to that part. But the moment the president said, when this is directly, this is on our stream right now. This is from the president's SONA address, right? And I want us to read it together. I think Liberians now are not following this. So the president said, quote, in in this connection, we have created more than 7,000 short and medium term jobs across infrastructure, agriculture, social protection, and small businesses, among other sectors. Unquote. Now, the president of the nation said that, and then Liberians are saying that the president lied, right? And I quote, "President lied," and is causing a lot of issue on Facebook. Some people are defending the president by saying, yes, the president created 7,000 jobs. He didn't say it was all white collar job. The president didn't say I created 70,000 white collar job. He said I created 70,000 job, short term,
Mhm.
medium term, across infrastructure, agriculture, social protection. Now, uh, I'll take the host of Inside Liberia, given that she's the political expert of all of us on this show. When it comes to Inside Liberia, what say you on this topic? What say you?
Well. First of all, let's say 70,000 out of 5 million people is just so little. 70,000 is little out of 5 million, 5 point something million people. So we can defend anything to say the president didn't come. Taking into consideration all the latest recruitment in various sectors, short terms, young people scholarship. Recently, even the executive marshal hired young people, young journalists, lot of young journalists on an interim program, and that program is to last for the next 6 months to 1 year. The immigration is recruiting every day. The national police, the AFL, the LDEA, even have PACOS. They have the Liberia Electricity Corporation. They have a whole separate sector. That sector deal with power theft. Do you know how many persons are employed around the country? Let us not limit this country or these 70,000 jobs to Monrovia, because Monrovia is just the capital city. Go to the counties. Do you think that all our powerhouses are in the counties? They don't have people working there. Deaf people also there. They do have. Don't you think that they have LDEA working in various counties in Liberia? Don't you think every city corporation, the last time Sanico and Nimakate City Corporation hired young people, they were cleaning the city before they had their program there. I think you can remember last year, they hired a lot of young people to clean from before the former senator, even his bearer. They had a lot of young people working on the roads. Those are short-term jobs. say 70,000 job, it doesn't have to be a white collar job. So you know the number of teachers in the president just mentioned today. The ghost name were removed from on the teachers list of more than 1,000 or 2,000 plus teachers were fully employed who were volunteers. And we still have volunteers teachers around the county. From one county to another, we got technical colleges. We can have vocational training programs. The MVDC, honor the Ministry of Youth and Sport. Do you know how many students they got out there? Some of them are already doing internship. Internship is a job. You do internship for 2-3 months somewhere and they compensate you. That's a job. That's why it's called short term, middle term, and a long term job. They have different ways that people get jobs to do. Even pushing company or
All right.
then,
It's back.
so for me, I don't want to say it's until the labor ministry can come on and say the statistic is not right, then we'll know whether the president is lying or not. But for me, I can defend the fact that there are various cities in various counties and all the superintendents are making ways to employ their people. Even the traditional chiefs in various villages are employing people. In a chiefdom, you will see there's a messenger. In a township where you have commissioner, the commissioner has sanitation team, they have community heads. Those are people who work with the township, that job. I don't know how we want to take job creation to be in Liberia. But for me, if you look at it real, even the 70,000 job opportunity is still small for 5 point something million people. Seriously.
Thank you. Thank you. That was well. That was to the point, right? Because you never know what kind of job the president is talking about, and I think in reference to the Ministry of Labor that can fact check that. And the issue is Liberians are not fact checking these things; they are just running with it. So if you can fact check it and bring us evidence that it's that job, we'll take it. So we'll take you, Mrs. Grams. What is your input on this?
It would take the labor ministry to say the statistics of the president is not right. But with what I saw in Liberia when I went there, I want to agree with the president. I even want to believe that the statistics the president is very less. The sister, the base said, you have people that are even doing sweeping in Mariva City Corporation. You have people who are just there to get the ticket when you park your car. You have people, people all over doing something. Those are jobs. So it does not have to be the white collar job. And besides that, we have our agriculture sector out of Morovia. You see, Gbedi is opening or is trying to open. You see other places, and Go Camp, people are there employed, and the government is paying them. Job will provide cocoa pie, plantation. People there employed, the government paying them. They're on the government salary. You know, somebody calling the show.
No, nobody called in the show. That was a local interruption. Apologies.
Yeah, so the aspect of the job, I mean, I want to agree with the president. Again, like we said, we are not political, we are not governmental entity, but where the fact belongs, where the truth belongs, we're going to say it. Um, the president, I mean, let me say the government of Liberia is doing its best, but what Ms. Co said, with the census and the cities in the country, that figure is even small for job provision. So I don't know why everybody say it's not true, it's true, or it's not true. That number is small for job provision in the country. But I believe, because I mean, like, every little thing, everything they do in Liberia, people out of the country, people out of Morovia, people out of the capital city, and they are working. So we must applaud the government. And I want to believe then that they have provided that number of jobs, even though it's little, but we appreciate them. We tell them thank you. My grandma used to say, tell somebody thank you, then the next time they will even want to jump on ahead to do more than that. But that is a little job for the citizen of our country. But let us not say the president is lying. Again, everybody got their own opinion. But I feel the president is right, but there should be more done for our citizens in Liberia.
Thank you. We're almost done with this analysis. I think just by these discussions, we have could talk about 10 pages now without reading them. But yeah, I think for me, my own 1 cent on the issue is we shouldn't just it's not everything in Liberia that needs to be politicized, right? Some things sometimes if somebody do something is well to be like, yes, thank you, but more can be done. You know, we have 5 point something million people. Yes, 7,000 for the president, not bad. But we need more jobs, right? Because we need more jobs instead of just going back. You see oppositions said talking about, oh, that fight is not true. Give us the evidence of it not being true. But as we go in the show, we'll bring some screenshot from some of these lawmakers in opposition that are saying the president is lying. So moving on, I want us to look at accountability. I mean, corruption and accountability. So the president said in his SONA that he has submitted full amendments to an existing anti-corruption law, right? That is going to enable lawmakers to remove statutes of limitation on corruption cases. The president said that in his arrest agenda, fighting corruption is vital for him. And that's something that we have seen. He's trying his best, that he's fighting corruption. So, what do we have to say about this entire issue about the president adding full amendments that's going to allow him to remove the statute of limitation on corruption cases, and no, like nobody is going to be immune to corruption once one the LACC find you guilty. We don't care what your standard is. We'll charge you for it. We'll put you in prison if need be. So president said it in his SONA. So Madam co-host.
They've been doing. That's something he's been doing. LACC been dragging people up and down here recently. And they are very strong on the laws. Is strong on the laws. So I think they are making effort in that way. It comes to that, people are getting afraid because you see people who with the government and people who we thought would make it high respect for some of them have been dragged out of government and sent straight to LACC for you know for prosecution, and some of them have been forwarded to court and all. So seriously, it may not be in one day. There is nothing that has been done in one day in any part of the world. Rome was not built in one day, but they are doing well. They are scaring people away from corruption. LACC is scaring people away from corruption. And if they continue in the next 1 or 2 years, you will see it will drop massively. It will drop. We can say now how far it has dropped, but we know that LACC is really working and they are dealing with the issue. They're not looking at the person, they're not looking at who you are. What the LACC is focused on, once they do their findings and you are guilty, they send you straight to court. Your job is taken for you immediately. If you follow Green Liberia and the president appointments back to back, a remover, a replacer, you know what's happening. So I think they are doing a good job when it comes to that. The fight of corruption. It's not going to be in one data, but they are doing a good job on it when it comes to that. We've been seeing it, we've been looking, observing, and we've been seeing being prosecuted. Some people currently they behind bars for that. So seriously, they are working. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So so my host, let hear you on this issue, and then we'll move on to the next three issues, and we'll get our closing comment for today.
Just to add to what the co-host said, Joseph Boaga does not play. Let me say it in simple English. Joseph Boaga does not play when it comes to corruption. Corruption. Because Joseph Boaga have been in the government, have been working with government for a little over 4 decades. He knows the in and he knows the out. He know when you say hello, whether it's hello, when you say good morning, whether it's good morning. So like he put you somewhere and he know that you're trying to play with him, he will first get you out of the Liberian people job. Either you will say resign or you be fired or something. That was time we just we're gonna say, oh, the other person resign. Because he's not playing. And if you got to set an example for others to be a friend. Because honestly, Liberia just used to be business as usual. What's the matter with just come and do this thing because they get connection with the president, vice president, or be president in the government, and they slide with it. It's not like that now. So like she said,
No,
it's not going to take a day, a year. It's gonna be a process. Because like Joseph Barker is not in all the ministries, he's not in the parliament. He's not all over the place. So he will not see everybody that is doing something. But when you get a hint, you're going to take his action, which we applaud him for. So the government is fighting corruption. It's slow. We're getting there, but we'll definitely get there. So they are definitely fighting corruption.
That's good. Yes, yes, the president is fighting corruption. So moving on, if we look at the educational sector and youth development, by the president SONA, he said in our quote, over 1,000 ghost names were removed from government payroll, and more than 2,000 qualified teachers were hired all across the county. Unquote. So, is this something impressive that the government have done over the past year? On a
of
host.
course.
Yeah, I would say it's something impressive, right? That the
Mhm.
government has done by taking ghost name. Because the fact of the matter is, the same Liberian people that will spoil the name of the government are the same Liberian people under there doing corruption.
Mm.
For example, let's say I am DO or CEO working with MCSS. They are going to be my grand uncle, my grandma, my grandpa, my husband's sister, my husband's brother, even though I know they are not competent, even though I know they are not working. And they are on the salary and taking money faithfully every month. People who deserve to be on the salary are not on the salary because they don't have guts to bring to me, because they don't have envelope to bring to me. So as the result, you will see a lot of people have been volunteering as a teacher for decades. They've been volunteering in the villages, they've been volunteering in the city, they've been volunteering all over, but they just refer to them as volunteer, even though they're doing the work, but they're not on the payroll. People that were not doing the work, or people that don't even go in the classroom, that are not even assigned to any school, they're not on the payroll making money. So for the government, I don't really want us to be saying the president, because the president is not doing it by himself. For the government to get rid of 100 ghost names in the educational sector and hire or pay 2,000 or 200 person name on the list who deserve it, I mean, I consider that as an achievement, as a progress, and I say bravo to them.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's hear your take on this, man, co-host.
Yeah, a lot of people have been working with Ministry of Education in favor counties. Their names been sent to the head office to get on the payroll, and it has not been working. Meanwhile, there have been people who now existing. Those names are not nowhere to be found. Some of them are dead and gone. They were old teachers, even from the 80s or so. Their names were just there, and there were people just collecting those monies. But good thing about it, when the Ministry of Labor and the Civil Service Agency work together, the Ministry of Education and they saw some of those things, and they needed to do a complete overhaul, and they did it everywhere in every sector. Today we can say yes, it's true. There are teachers who have been volunteering for years. While people just sitting in the ministry eating money on other people's names that were never around or never existed. Their names are on government payroll today, and they can post about it. They can brag about it. So it's true, and that's a plus for the government. I hope that after every 5 years, if you want me to recommend to the CSA, after every 5 years, they should review their list of payment. Because between those times, you expect people to die. Death is a natural thing.
Mm-hmm.
You expect people to die. And the time you're supposed to pay their family for, you pay it, you remove the name, and people who are volunteering in those offices will be replaced. Put them on the payroll instead of keeping ghost name for years and people just there collecting.
Yeah.
And so it is a plus for the government. Trust me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So lastly, because we have hit the hour mark, I wanted us to end this analysis on what Honorable Samuel D. Jr., who is the former Minister of Finance at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. And I want us to look at it and give our analysis on it as a former minister of Ministry of Finance and Planning. Firstly, he said that after all of this quote that we have mentioned, he said, Mr. President, are you telling people that? So let's start over, right? He said, we increased Liberia payroll from under 12% to at least 20% and maintain more than 780 kilometer on roads. President Bwaga always and then he said, Mr. President, the road pavement that President Edwin said he did was 5.7%. That means he paved in or maintained about 744 kilometers on roads. President, we are added 3.4% to this ratio, bringing the total pavement ratio to 9% by 2023. This means, President, we are paved about 450 kilometers of roads. That bring the total paved roads in Liberia to about 1,119 kilometers as of December 2023. Mr. President, are you telling the people that your government added 11% to this 9% road pavement? This means that they are telling your government to pay that government pay more than 1,430 kilometer on road, which is about 11% of Liberia's 13,000 kilometer roads. Or did they just confuse by the numbers and reported this non-true to you? Because of politics, your people are unfair to you, Mr. President, and this is not good for the country. I will leave the 70,000 jobs the UP created for the public to decide. This is one of my above. This one is above my pay grade, but just wanted to share with the public the impossibility your advisors made to you that you read to the Liberian people. So that was from the former minister of finance. He had a lot to say about the president, so and being there for 6 years, for 6 years, and some of these things mentioned were not done on your turn you for 6 years. And the president also said that he's working with the company B Mountain to create soccer pitches around the country. Now, a footballing president didn't think about these right. Uh, what do we have to say about it? About this? About the speak? About the minister comment. I'll put it on there in a minute. I'll take you, Madam Co-host.
Well, most of the time when people who the opportunity to serve uh, and they didn't serve well or to the satisfaction of the people, and in 1 year they want to make it the look that someone who is currently serving is doing nothing. I don't like to pay much attention to them because you had the opportunity to pave even all the roads. That would have been your 6 year project, and that would have even been your 4 years project or whatever. You had the millions you had the funds there available, and the engineers were there to serve, uh, and everything didn't work up the way you wanted it. And in 1 year, 2 years, you want to see more than what you have done in 6 years from one person is difficult. It's very difficult. So sometimes when you're doing these analysis, I don't pay much attention to them because we need to start looking for people who are independent to do some criticism. I know there are some strong critics around who are independent people who can review the president's SONA and make some major points that we media people can look into and see what to pick from there that is necessary that we too can observe and say yes, what the person is saying is right. Then rather they'll say they'll focus on things where people will say by emotion because if President Samuel Toy speaks, Kairos Gray, people like Fonatico Fa, we expect that tomorrow, according to their Facebook post, will be going brutal with the SONA on tomorrow. Those things when they speak about it, and I would think that politically they are they are angry and they want to say things that their followers will continue to follow them and not look at the reality. I'm not saying that the president has done everything. I can see that even under the President Weah's time, there were roads being paved. For my editing time, there were roads being paved because it was my editing time that I began a road, the Kanta road, and all were paved. And during the President Weah time, there were roads being paved. And currently, there are a lot of roads projects still ongoing, and government is continuing. So for me to say that what Sameto is saying is true or is false, I would not want to consider it. I want to focus on an independent analyst who will come up, and draw the diagram, analyze it frankly and fairly without any political emotions attached. Then we can speak to that. But for now, I think the connectivity of rules that has been ongoing from my editor is still ongoing at this time. And it will still continue because that's what government is about. Continuity. For me, that's my point.
Thank you. I would take the host to see what her comment is on this issue.
I mean, sometimes I'm disappointed for people then like what his name? Samuel Tour? Is that his
So,
name?
12.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, 12.
Samuel Tour then to come here and be making noise, not just noise, but unnecessary noise. You got some noise unnecessary. But to be making unnecessary noise when it comes to the people of Liberia, when it comes to the people of Liberia. I mean, Samuel Tour them or Carol Gray, they need to go find a place to sit down. The road connectivity that the president talking about, Samuel Toy, you guys have the southeastern region in your corner. You had it in your corner for decades. I mean, the people they were spending 1 week plus before they even get to before they even get to Zedru. Since UP leadership came, quote unquote, the Senator Zoe Penner, that it takes just a day to reach a Grand Jita. And food prices are cheaper in Grand Jita right now, gas prices and rice prices due to the road. So what is that Aspemeto is coming to make noise for? Like Vivian said, we don't get attention to less. I mean, people are looking for attention. We don't really get them relevant for the attention. Because if you start responding to people that submit to it, then you're giving them relevant. You're making them to feel like whatever they say is something that need to be responded to. No. You are there for 6 years. You are finance minister, finance and planning and development minister. Grand Judah people give you 99.99% of the vote. Remember, in fact, Southeast gave you the whole stuff. That's a road that Braka Kun government have straightened all our grandchildren, brothers and sisters can come to Monrovia and go the next day. So what about the road he talking about? So again, people like Samdra, then they crying wolf. They're doing everything they can do to think they can still come back. But that they're coming back or not they're coming back is in the preview of the Liberian people.
I know, eh?
You should put it true. That one time I said to be corrected, Mrs. Joy Howard Taylor, former vice president, that lady applauded Joseph Boaga government. And she appreciated them a lot. That politics, but what the truth should be said. Some people like Akara Grave, people like Samdra, let them cry roll.
Thank you so much. So we have hit the hour mark, and we have about 19 minutes to go. So now we are going to take our parting comments from. We'll start from the co-host. What is your parting comment on the entire SONA? What do you make of it, and how what is your expectation going into the new year?
Oh, but one of the things you didn't hear is our man. We meant to dress. So I love this outfit. I've been seeing the
Women,
outfit,
if
Are you
let me
seeing
see.
it? I love this outfit. The president, yeah, this country club. It
I've
was
no
so good.
blue.
We're
Oh,
no
it
blame.
looks so
And,
nice. Oh, yeah, man, really
and,
proud of
and one thing that really impressed me today, they stood over almost an hour plus without shaking.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm gonna shake. You know,
it
we say
made
the
me
battery
shake.
go off.
Yeah, the man, the boy shot, no glasses.
Imagine.
He ran just like that. I'm like, wow. The
And the
president,
battery, you're gonna say I want
Man,
battery,
man,
what are you? We say the
no,
battery go off.
don't say the patriot dying again. Yeah, he was looking so good, and he did excellent with his speech. To be frank, he didn't even miss his words. He was so excellent. For you know what it means to stand up for more than an hour plus after all the kind of ceremonious style that they put you through, they will come and stand up and he did excellent work. Seriously, Liberians, we need to encourage one another as we work. This is our country and no one can do better than us. Nobody can do better than us. So we need to encourage one another and
The internet now start acting now in Liberia.
I know, right? So yeah. So watch it come online. Madam host will take you for your parting comment to see what's your take on it.
Yeah, again, it was an excellent speech delivered today. But I was disappointed on one of the lawmakers. Is that Safoko? Is that him?
Safogo, yeah, Honorable Safogo.
I mean, why can people be this irresponsible? I mean, like, he went there for the SONA, and the
Safogo,
vice president offered him a handshake, and he passed. What? I mean, like, what does that?
Safogo da Citizen.
It doesn't matter, but when you come to the kind of professional scene, you put your political differences aside. That SONA was witnessed by the entire world today. And you come in, and the vice president raises his hand or to shake your hand. And you pass him by the vice president. What professionalism that apply there? Why your integrity? Why are you trying to show to the world that you are immature? That you tell your political party over the country? That was my interpretation today. And my colleagues at work, they were like, Veronica, did you say that dude is a representative? I said he is a representative. And that's the vice president offering a handshake and he refusing. I mean, where do we go? You are representative. You are representative of the people. Whether you hate Jeremiah Kuhn or you don't like Jeremiah Kuhn, sir, did you know you are on international platform? That the entire world were watching you? Did you know your behavior was very much unprofessional? You know, I don't want to go extra. Do you know it was immature and childish? And you're supposed to be a lawmaker? What law are you making, Safoko? I mean, like, you went for a SONA. You greeted everybody. And the vice president gave you an offer. And you pass by here, you're supposed to be a lawmaker. I mean, sometimes I put my emotion into this thing because I love the country they call Liberia. And you're going to pass by the vice president, a sitting vice president. He's supposed to be a lawmaker. What do people say? You guys can fight behind the scene. You come to the front fake and pretend that the international community. So people that South Foco there, you know that they are more, they love the party more than the country. They love the party more than the citizen of the country. And trust me, I'm gonna be on South Foco case until he be matured and responsible and professional and present himself as a lawmaker. I'm gonna be on his case. That was so unprofessional today. Irresponsible, challenge. His behavior did not represent the lawmaker behavior. But again, what do we expect? They go in our house, all they do is to curse each other, make noise. Sometimes I wonder what decision are they making in favor of Liberians. So South Africa behavior was very irresponsible. It was very childish. It was very unprofessional. But to conclude, the SONA as a whole was not bad, but it was good. But it was not the best. I mean, we had to balance it because we're not laying on somebody's side. It was very good, but it was not the best. We appreciated the government of Liberia for the reduction of prices in food and other things, gasoline, the connectivity of road and other stuff. I know, controlling the drugs in Liberia. By Joseph Boakai, I'm paraphrasing it, saying that no child will left behind, even if you are Zogo or Zogis, will make sure that we take the positivity in you for you to contribute to Liberia. Those are good things. We know the government has sent a lot of students out of this country for school. That's perfect. We appreciate that. But Mr. President, we got a lot of degree holders in Liberia, masters, bachelor. Some of us even want to come back to help the government with our expertise. But the provision of job for young people, the provision of job for women, the provision of job for qualified people, it matters. It's most important. Somebody will not go to school for 4 years or 5 years or 6 years. So that will spend 6 years earning one bachelor degree in Liberia. And you graduate and be a baker. No. So we appreciate the government, but our 700,000 job or whatever number is still small. They should do more. And I know the more they're going to do is by encouraging investors to come in the country, company come in the country. A company can right now, you can buy open and running go up, you can open and running go. They want the international nurse, I will go there and work. I mean, like, that's my country. I need to work. So again, it was the SONA was good, but it will come to job creation, it was not the best. That's my conclusive statement.
Thank you.
Very irresponsible today.
Safoko, I hope you're watching. The SONA was not good, but SONA was good, but there was more expectations that is needed from the president. We need to do more. Maybe increase the 70%, 7,000 jobs. Maybe in the next time, my president can say we got 100,000 jobs. Absolutely. We'll take it for your closing comment, Madam co-host, and then we can be able to call the show to an end.
You better unmute my co-host.
Okay, the host army laughing. I trust her when it comes to that, but those are people just go to the place, children just go about elect, put it into somewhere where they don't know anything about, and they just sit there and cause noise all day. At the end of the day, they make no laws. They don't add up to anything, and at the end of the day, we see they are representative. So we'll spare him for now. And we also want to say thanks to the vice president who was so who has been very, active, very professional, very, very respectful, and who has been a very wonderful colleague to the president of Liberia. In all of those beautiful people who put this work together for the president address to be brought forth on this time, at this time of the month. We are looking forward to see more work from you all. We are looking forward to see a far better Liberia honor you all. The team is wonderful. We look forward to see a better team, and we want the best for Liberia. So we thank you for this year's SONA, and we look forward for more works. But next year, when the president is making his next address, let's hear more developmental issues, some things that will make Liberia feel that we are moving forward far better than what we heard today. Oh, but again, just be informed that this is Samdra TV, and this TV is on Facebook now. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and you are free to do business with us from Liberia. And as you can see, we are ready for work. These are our jackets.
I'm
They're my
jealous.
reporters getting ready to start
That's
some
how
serious business.
over here.
So I got to set my platform. Be
Yeah,
prepared for Eastern Liberia on
that's
Wednesday.
how over here. So yeah, like the co-host said, I want to thank all of you for watching us and the ones that are going to watch us after now. We do have the President Full Son of a Nation address in case you want to go through it and just let us know. Reach out to the co-host in Liberia or reach out to myself. We got you covered. So with that being said, I want to thank all of you for being here with us to give our post analysis. We know that going forward as we extend our brand, we'll have more of this discussion. Stay tuned on Wednesday when we have the co-host of Inside Liberia, and also watch whatever Facebook. We may be going live here and there, here and there. It may not always be on the show. Sometimes we'll be going live and we'll capture some events happening in Liberia. So with that being said, I want to say thank you for joining us, and that is how we come to the end of this post analysis of the President's State of a Nation address. Thank you for watching Samdra TV.
Turn up to Central TV.
Thank you.
Veronica the boss for Central TV. She here to give you the best.